All right, everybody. Well, welcome to the farm on a very nice, sunny, warm Saturday afternoon. Today is March the 20th, and the family and I and Chase and Morgan have been up here working on the farm for probably about 3 hours. We're in the main bedding area part that I talked about a lot on the last episode. As you can see here on Hunt Stand, it's right in the center of the farm, and it's super thick, or it was super thick. That's the fun part. It was super thick with Russian olive. You can see a lot of it right here behind me. That's what it looked like. Over here, what it's gonna look like. So we've been coming through here all morning. You can see it on the time lapse and on the stuff that we've been filming as we go. We've been coming through here and cutting, and then we push it out with the tractor. Go down here, make a big brush pile down in that low spot, which we'll burn later. But I've decided, working on the farm this year, I'm not gonna get in a big hurry and cut, as you can see, all the hedge and the cedar we've left standing. Gotta excuse my rude kid over there ripping around on the wheeler. Look at him. How come when you're young, you gotta rev everything up all the time? I say that and then I get on it and rip around too. So anyway, I decided to leave a lot of these hedge and cedars in here. I don't want to cut too much down and then not have, you know, it takes forever to get a tree to grow back. So I've been leaving them in here. But it hasn't taken us long to clean it out. We've been cutting down the Russian olive and anything invasive, pretty much just leaving the cedars and the few cedars and then all these hedge trees, which eventually I'll cut these hedge down too and probably drag them up to the field and cut hedge posts out of them. But for now, I'm leaving them standing. I'm just gonna finish working through here today, pushing brush, push it all out, and then we're gonna try to be all the way back. That was kind of a close-up there. I'm gonna try to get all the way down this ridge, so probably about 150 yards long. I don't know if I'll get it today, but we should be able to get it done this weekend and see what'll come back. I've had to use the tractor, so I've tore up the ground a little bit, but you can see what was there, a lot of grass coming, and you know, the root system's still there, so it should come right back. But anyway, that's the plan. We're gonna get back on the tractor, continue working through here. Yeah. What do you think, Whit? That's where it's gonna go, right there. All right, guys, finishing up day 2 up here at the farm. Actually, I'm getting ready to get started on day 2. Like I said earlier, I came up here and ripped the wiring harness off my tractor first thing this morning, so that wasn't any good. But I wanted to show you, we're in the main bedding area, or what I think is going to be part of the main bedding area, and you can see how thick it is in here. I mean, it's crazy. Super, super, super thick all down through here. Now, back here, what we started on yesterday and what we have finished. You can see what we got. So we did not cut out anything besides the honeysuckle. We cut out honeysuckle, we cut out Russian olive, we cut out some sassafras, and there might have been a couple ironwood trees in here, but that was it. We didn't even cut down any cedars, and we left all the hedge. So what I'm gonna do, I've got it all cleaned up nice, back drug all through here with the tractor down in there. I didn't film any more tractor footage for you guys. Are probably tired of looking at that, but walking down through here, you can see the one thing I notice draws my eye is that big bunch of cedars. Now, originally I thought about putting a tree stand back in there, but since just a few times I've been up here, I've seen a lot of deer bedding in the front. You'll see that on Hunt Stand up here on these knobs. There was a bunch of deer in there last weekend, and then I think there's going to be a bunch of deer down there on the end. Now, instead of clearing any more out, you know, clearing it like this, instead of doing this anywhere else, we're just going to go through there and cut all the Russian olive and the honeysuckle out and just let it lay down and tort on it and kill it and leave it laying in where it's in its spot. hopefully that'll let the grass go, but that'll leave it thicker and not be a barren wasteland like this. Now, if you see here on Google Earth, boy, Holly's running that rabbit pretty good over here. Hope you can hear her. She's screaming. Frank got me started running beagles again. I just love it. But anyway, you can see in this Google Earth image back 30 years ago, whenever it was, there wasn't hardly any trees in here. It was all grass. So I'm assuming since we cleared all this out, there's going to be a lot of grass come back up in here. So that's the plan for now, is to let the grass come back up and see what's here. Now next year, if we don't like it, you can see I've got it cleared out so good I can bring the tractor back in here and mow or take care of this. So pretty happy with the weekend project so far. For today though, the rest of the day, I'm thinking we're gonna get us a lone wolf set right there in that tree, which it's back a little bit, but I think what that'll do, then we can hinge cut these two, this hedge and that other cedar there, and tip it down right in front to fill that gap in, to give us kind of a wall to keep the deer out. You can see here from the stand, you see down that road, you see back down that road to the outside, and I've got this cleared out. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna get that stand hung, I'll show you that. I think I'll probably cut a few of these hedge trees out to where we got a clear shot clear down there to that road, to where I made that brush pile. I can hook on them with the tractor, and I'm just gonna drag them back up my road I made in here up to the front edge. I'll leave them there to let the sap get dried out in them. I'll cut them for hedge posts. But that's the plan for the rest of the afternoon. We'll get after it. All right, guys, well, I got the tree cut down. I had you on time lapse. Something happened with the GoPro. Something also happened with my tractor. I can't get the tractor to start. I got Avery coming back up here to get me, so I'm not gonna get any more of these trees cut down that I wanted. I'm actually a little bit more out in the open in this cedar than what I wanted to be. Good thing is I've got all those other branches. That beagle, she just don't stop, does she? Smelling that one good. Anyway, I've got the other branches off cedar trees. I could put some type of backing up here. I don't know what my other option would be besides where I'm at. So I think what I'll do is I'll bring some of them branches back up here, try to nest myself in a little bit. But anyway, let you see what it looks like here. You can see now it's pretty wide open out in front of me. I'd really like to cut that hedge down and this hedge down, and it'd be money. But my tractor won't start. So anyway, that'll end the segment for this week. I know it's been a lot of talking, but when you're on the tractor cutting, that's about what you get. You know, the one thing I am going to tell you, a lot of people that I've talked to that have done a lot of this stuff said, listen, you cannot put trees back. So don't get in a huge hurry. You know, the first year get stuff going. I'd hope a lot of this in here will grow back up in grass. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but anyway, Avery's on his way up here to get me. I can hear him coming. He's probably ready to get back home and chill out before football and everything starts again tomorrow. So, oh no, actually it might be my smoking hot wife. It is my wife. She must have thought I fell out of the tree. Anyway, we'll let you get going. So that's this week's episode. I got everything tore up, but I got sand in the tree. So till next time, bow hunt or die. Get stuff going. I come over here and shut the tractor off. A slight issue. Whoops.